talk a little bit about shared dreams. Again, I wasn't the biggest believer in shared dreams until I started having them, like in anything, I suppose. But I remember I was teaching on a yoga teacher training in Bali in like 2018, and we had a group of students. I was teaching sort of stuff around awareness of dream in line with mindfulness. And we talked about sort of doing a little experiment, which was basically everybody woke up at sort of 3 o'clock, meditated for half an hour, thinking of the other people in the class and that they wanted to meet them, and then they'd go back to bed from like 3:30 to 6:30, and then they would write down when they woke up anything that they remembered, but they weren't allowed to talk to each other. And then we meet again, you know, for the session at 9 o'clock or something, and each person goes around talking about their experience, and what we are looking for is the congruencies. And it was pretty mind-blowing for a small group of about, I don't know, 12, 15. The congruencies, you know, it might be, I'm in a street looking out a window and there's lots of people. And then the other person's like, I'm walking in the street and there's lots of people. So we can see both are experiencing a similar space from different perspectives. Or I'm walking along some cliff tops and it's like looking down at a beach. I'm looking up at some cliff tops with a walkway and I am on a beach, you know. So again, there's a congruency in perspectives, but even it might be like, you know, I meet someone and I am lucid and I try to tell them that they're in a dream. And then the other person says, I'm in a dream, and Danny says to me that we're dreaming, but I don't believe him. So that's like a very clear interaction there. I remember I became lucid and there was this person kind of no face in front of me, and I picked them up and threw them in the air and looked up, and they were sort of just like right up in the sky, just floating. And I kind of laughed and thought, you know, they'll work it out. And then I went off and did something else. And then one of the people in the class was like, this force throws me up into the sky and I'm really, really high up and I don't know how I got there. You know, so we got a clear kind of connection there. So they do happen. The big one is it's easier when both practitioners have similar skill levels, but it just works like, let's say you could run an experiment with your partner. So like you set the intention to meet them in their dream, they set the intention to meet you in their dream, you write down their dreams, they write down their dreams, and then look for any congruencies, yeah? The trick is repeatability, like doing it regularly. It may not happen straight away. So sometimes when we set an intention to do something,